Well, good evening everyone and welcome to the Grant Store Victory Park Stadium. The final game under the lights here for the 24-25 season is scheduled in the regular season. Myself, Pete Tscherewik, joined alongside Oran Willis. Oran, Chorley against relegation battling Farsley Celtic this evening. What are your thoughts going into this one?
Yeah, big game really. Chance to obviously avenge over the last two games, a loss and a draw. You know, you think with the quality of this side of the Chorley have, and obviously the unfortunate sort of quality of the side that Farsley have, it should be a simple win for Chorley today. You know, we know Chester only beat them 1-0 at the weekend, but Chorley should have, and I always say this every week, should have enough quality to get the win today. Yeah,
listen, a few changes from Andy Priest, a new signing today, Cole McGee, coming from Preston North End on a youth loan, a highly rated centre-half who was on the first team bench at the weekend. He comes in place of Harvey Smith. You've got youngster Noel Brindle who's on the bench tonight in place of Liam Birchall. Jack Moore gets the nod in place of Adam Henley, and also Tom Carr leads the line alongside Cole Hall. So, you know, listen, players at a premium for Andy Priest, but he goes strong again, strong as he can go, and surely he'll be hoping to get a run going again, because listen, as we mentioned, the Radcliffe game was a bit of a disappointment. The Warrington game, to draw in under such circumstances was a shame. So opportunity to bounce back, maybe get a bit of confidence in the legs, the likes of Hall, the likes of Tom Carr, the players out there, you know, a chance tonight, maybe get a few goals, kickstart towards the back end of the last 12 or 13 games of the season and kick on.
Absolutely, you know, a couple of goals would be great for the team as well. Like you say, we're very much a team when we're on form, we're kicking, we have a run, don't we? You know, obviously previous to the loss and the draw we've had in the last two games, so we're 10 games undefeated. So it's not all doom and gloom. You know, a couple of bad results or a couple of iffy results in the last two games, but let's get a run going again. Let's get a run going into the form to the end of the season. You know, you want that form towards the back end of the season as well, particularly if the old playoffs come in the form as well. So you will want that form going into it. So let's start the promotion push from this week forward. Yeah,
definitely. I don't know if you remember as well as I do, but I can recall a few years back when we played York City and we lost, and that sort of back end of the season we seem to struggle towards the last sort of 10 games of the season. And you know, this is the crunch time now as referee Lewis Dawson looks to his watch. Is Farsley get us underway, and like I say, Chorley will be looking to push on rather than fall away towards the back end of the season. You look at the likes of Kidderminster Harriers, Spennymoor Town, who do tend to kick on at this busy period of the season, and Chorley will hoping to follow suit really.
Yeah, and obviously with the new signing as well, a bit more energy into the team from, you know, some fresh legs as well, so that could be a big impact too.
Yeah, and Chorley just going long, skewed clearance out to the far side, and just looking through the Farsley team, Oran, 3 more recruits come in this week, a few more senior players have moved on. It's, you know, looking at look at the team numbers. Yes. There's only one player in single figures, and that's the number one, the goalkeeper, Will Brooks. Familiar face on the team sheet, Essa Janner. Essa played for the Magpies actually against Bamber Bridge in the Lancashire Senior Cup earlier this season. Just got Scott Wilson here next to us. Scott will hopefully be back in a few more weeks as he eases back. The throw-in comes in long from Blakeman. Finds Ellis, flicks on towards Tom Carr, and Farsley scramble it clear through Chris Boumira, and it's out for another long throw already, or as it was against Warrington Town. The long throw from Blakeman causing chaos.
That dangerous long throw from Blakeman causes so much damage, and it's coming in again here, and obviously he's trying to find Ellis for that flick on.
Instead, it's over to McGee, finds Tom Carr. It's going to clear. Calverley can't get his foot round it. Goes to the second goal, and a fantastic save actually from Will Brook. Calverley couldn't get the first goal at it. The second time he did do, and only minute and 44 on the clock, and already a screaming cry from Ian Hargreaves. Come on, Chorley, and they very nearly had the opener already.
Yeah, you can see what Calves was trying to do. He's trying to steady himself, get the ball down, and get that strike away. Put it into what was really from probably about 7-8 yards out into the top corner. But you say Will Brook had an excellent touch on it, put it out for a corner.
It's a really good save. The corner comes in. It's
in.
Already hits in. And Tom Carr 2 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. Chorley had the lead, and that was the first one was convincing from Brook. That one wasn't. Oran, pretty routine nod of the head, and the Magpies have the lead.
Not great, really. From Blakeman put the corner in, the left corner in swinging from the left-hand side, and the keeper just tries to put a fist on it rather than getting two on it or trying to catch it. His fisted punch on the ball, it makes the ball just go up about a yard in the air. Tom Carr says thanks very much, and backward headers it from a yard out. 1-0, Chorley.
Yeah, can't complain, and again, as we said at Warrington, this time rather than 2 minutes, it's 3 minutes, and
this is why we got to kick on now.
A nerve settler, and as we said, Oran on Saturday, Chorley have got to kick on, and mentioned to Chorley, and Chorley away days as Cole holds in. Tom Carr goes the second time. Oh, it's just wide. It's so close.
Wow, what a start by Chorley. Cole Hall.
As I was saying, a special mention to Stuart Saylor, the Chorley away days, who of course sponsor Tom Carr this season. Thanks for your support, guys, and he very nearly had a second in as many minutes.
Yeah, great ball forward. Cole Hall brings it down, plays in. Tom Carr just to the left of the D. Tom Carr has a lovely strike with the left foot, just about a foot yard of the left corner. Oh, sorry, the left post. Good start by Chorley.
You can already see already, Oran, feels like you can smell blood here as Cole Hall again gets a good touch on it. Tom Carr on the right hand side this time goes back to Jack Moore, he delivers, and it's another corner.
Yeah, very good attacking intent from Chorley here. 3 or 4 chances already. Obviously got the goal. Another corner, another end swinger by Blakeman from this left hand side. Let's see if he can put the keeper under pressure again this time.
Yeah, and Will Brook will be hoping to definitely do better than he did last time around. It wasn't convincing, should I say, sorry, and it left it on a plate for Carr just to head in, and comes in again, and Brook this time more convincingly punches away, and Calverley picks up the pieces, finds Eze, flicks into the box, move's not over yet. Still going on here, Blakeman tries to get on the end of it but can't.
That was better by the keeper though. The ball came in similar sort of trajectory that Blakeman put in, a danger ball right on top of him, but he got 2 fists on it and got it out to the edge of the box. Whereas for the goal just before it, he went with 1 fist and only punched it about a yard away from him, really. That's better by him, really, either.
Well, yeah, like I say, Chorley be looking to really go in for the kill, get a second one, get that confidence going, and it's been relentless so far inside the opening 5 minutes. Horbury finds more chance to cross, or maybe go with his left foot. He goes his left, picks out Eze, and I think it should be, no, it looked like it was going to be another corner, but Farsley did well to clear. Nolan, of course, worth mentioning Joe Nolan, he does play tonight, having been given a second yellow card on Saturday. Hasn't gone through in time though, as per the norm, so he's able to play tonight.
Yeah, it's a 7-day sort of window in this league, really, when you get a red card. So he won't be available for Saturday, but he's available tonight.
Yeah, you know, Joe Nolan, mainstay in the midfield of late, and incidentally, it's a 2-game ban as well. It's his second red card of the season, so Joe didn't actually know himself. He was asking the question to be in the warm-up, having checked. Can confirm it is a 2-game ban for Joe, so he will miss the games against Leamington and Chester, but hopefully Christy Montgomery will be back as Tom Carr goes again and low and hard towards the far corner, and Brook has to intervene with another good save.
Yeah, Eze and Carr linking up well. You can see Eze wants to feed in Tom Carr with that through ball. Eze's so quick in the ball, and he looks to feed Tom in as quickly as he can. Tom gets a strike away again, like he did to that bottom left corner. A little bit closer to the keeper this time, and the keeper holds it well.
Great to have you with us again, Keith. Sure, I'll catch you tomorrow. I keep saying that every week, but tomorrow I can promise you I'm definitely in on Wednesday afternoon, so I will catch you up for the Chorley FC Community Friendship Group. Great to have you as well, Roger Hall, all the way from Bermuda, just looking at Cole, nearest to us on the near side.
It's 1-0 Keith as well, in case you didn't hear.
Yeah, 1-0 Keith by Tom Carr's 3rd minute goal.
Are we going the 3rd minute? I thought it was 90 seconds.
Oh no, 90 seconds on Saturday.
All right.
It was 2 minutes and 10 seconds tonight.
Pete's fixing the golden goal, guys. That's all I'm hearing. I heard he got number 3. Farsley with one of the first attacks this time now, going down the right hand side.
I think it's important though. I think I was listening to the Chester manager, Callum McIntyre, who obviously had a chat with the Chester media team after their game on Saturday, and he sort of said, look, they didn't play very well, they weren't at their best, maybe it would have been a different story had Chester have got the early goal. As it was, they had to wait, I think it was till after the hour mark to get the what was the winning goal. Chorley differently though, obviously get the goal within the first 3 minutes, and they've already had what, 3 maybe 4 good chances. Obviously it was a good save from Brook on 2 occasions. But Farsley just having a little spell here down the far side. The ball looks to come in, and they do have the first corner.
Other than Ezra Jenner, Pete, really, they've got no height in the team, have they? They're all young,
No,
a lot of young lads, aren't they? 17, 18, 19.
Yeah, you look through it, and not really many senior players. Manny Mampala has been one, I think, who's been in and around the Farsley team this season. More senior, if you want to call it that. David Stockdale's got a job on his hands as the corner is actually in towards Janner, who heads it, and Mark Ellis heads it behind for a second corner. And you know what you mentioned about Janner and his height, and it was headed towards goal, that header, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was. If it's going to go anywhere, it's going to go as a Jenner, really. So it was a bit strange that he was the one that found himself free. He headed it back towards goal rather than really an intentive strike with it. Well, attentive shot with his head. But Mark Ellis cleared over the bar for a second corner now. It's going to be an in-swinging corner from the left-hand side. Sorry, at the Duke Street end.
So it's in flat this time, and it's one off the training ground. It's certainly not of the same standard as Liverpool's on Sunday afternoon, where they took the lead against Manchester City, and instead it's over to the far side this time. He's actually gone back for a free kick. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, so Matter will be taking the free kick from inside his box and playing it long.
We'll keep you updated with the goals elsewhere in National League North as well as the Premier League. A few games going on this evening.
As you were mentioning there, Pete, as well about Chester, like when we were coming home, when we saw it was only 1-0 against Farsley, we thought maybe they rotated this team and maybe played some youngsters or something like that because of the position of Farsley, but actually it was the full squad, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was as strong as you can probably think of, in terms of there weren't really any omissions. I'd heard rumours that had Chester be out of sight after 50 or 60 minutes, then maybe they'd have rung the changes and brought the kids on, so to speak. But if you look at the bench on that day for Chester, they didn't have really any kids. 3 minutes to go, and goal announced by our PA man Craig.
I told you Pete's got number 3, that's why he said it.
Just have a little look in terms of goals elsewhere. National League North.
That was free.
Peterborough Sports have taken the lead against Radcliffe. Scunthorpe a goal to the good against Darlington. South Shields 1-up against Alfreton. So all favourites, I guess you could say. Well, the Peterborough Sports game against Radcliffe, a real tricky game. I was actually in Manchester on Sunday, bumped into Tom Walker, who's at Radcliffe, and asked him what he thought about the game, and he said, look, we've under no illusion it's going to be a tough game, and in terms of, it was a penalty actually, but Peterborough Sports, it just shows us, we've said plenty of times, Oran, what a win can do for you. Peterborough are up to 10th at the moment, and Radcliffe still in 18th. It just shows in and around that area it's so tight.
It's like I said, 2 wins in a row can move you up 5-6 positions in this league. I say it every week, but it is true.
Just have a little look in the Premier League. Brighton a goal to good against Bournemouth. João Pedro from the spot, and Wolves a goal apiece, who've pegged Fulham back. Ryan Sessegnon with the opener inside of the first minute, and João Gomez has got the equaliser there.
Farsley doing a bit better now. They're controlling the ball a bit better and getting a pass.
Seems to have settled a little bit, and you just see Cole Hall using his experience, his strength there to beat off the number 30. That's a Jenner it was. Dubemeze looking to accelerate, but the right full-back has made a good challenge. I think referee Lewis Dawson's just going to have a word with Essa Janet.
I think Essa was looking for a foul when Cole Hall sort of back into him. Sorry, I think he must have something he said to the referee, so I think the ref was just having a word with him saying, nope.
There we
Play
go.
away.
Just so used to. Another Blakeman long throw to come in. Calverley on the edge. Ellis at the front. Hits onto Ellis. It's headed away by the 21, Chris Condolo, as the Magpies look to build again. But Farsley, in their own attempt to try and start an attack. Andy Priest barking orders at the referee here, Lewis Dawson. I'm not sure what quite for the Oran.
I'm trying to figure it out, actually.
He's just going to have a word with Andy Priest here, the referee, Lewis Dawson. Referee Lewis Dawson just, I think, having a little word with Andy Priest and just telling him to sort of calm down and maybe how he gets his point across. To maybe be not necessarily a case of fruity language, but maybe more his tone of voice.
It's intimidating, maybe probably the way to put it. Good turn by Tom Carr there.
Done really well there, Tom.
Oh, Pete, I'm catching it.
Oh, nearly hit the laptop, that one.
I nearly caught the ball, guys, on stream.
Yeah, very nearly. I actually, unfortunately,
I saved the
made
laptop.
the soft move of actually ducking out the way. It was very nearly the case of how it was at Dorking a few weeks ago, where the laptop was broken.
You owe me a few quid, Pete.
Just looking at Ryan though further down, he didn't seem phased. I think he thought it was never going to hit that laptop. So Blakeman this time far right. Looked to be long, but instead it's long and flat to Ellis. He can't get his feet together, although Farsley looks to clear, only done some in terms of finding Tom Carr, and
he should take that down there, Pete, shouldn't he?
I think he thought Cole was running off him. He just acknowledged to him there in terms of
he's got to back himself though. I think he's probably that's a confidence
play
thing, really. Sometimes you got to try to control the ball,
touch it and move and sort of spin around maybe.
Yeah.
And Ellis up does well. Tom Carr battling away. There's George Horbury now through the middle. Chest it down. Little push in the back on George as Jack Moore takes it first time. Towards Cole Hall, who's just beaten in the air by Janner. We know how tall Cole is, but Janner probably got a 2 or 3 more inches on Cole, hasn't he?
Right. Oh, here we go.
Comes over again towards the pair. Crystal Palace just taking the lead against Aston Villa. VAR in that one. No goals elsewhere in National League North, and you have to say the Warren, like we mentioned after the goal went in, it felt like Chorley
the second goal was
going at it.
Quickly,
Second goal seems to settle down a little bit. Farsley, fair to say, they didn't start particularly well. The worst possible start for them, and they've not necessarily come into the game, but maybe dealing with weathering the storm a little bit better as Harry Sheridan's touch is loose. He's done well though to keep it from Tom Carr and offload it. Mampala, interesting to see Mampala. I think he's the only player on the pitch who's got a number on his shirt for Farsley, a name on his shirt from Farsley, sorry.
Shows you. Like I say, what was it, like, you know, Chorley caught them cold really quickly, you know, with a set piece very quickly early on. But they've grown into the game since then. But
you know, we mentioned about height. If you look at the number 20 there nearest to us, or he doesn't look tall at all. He doesn't look like, you know, he literally looks, you know, in all due respect, he looks like
5'7",
he looks like he's 5'5". He's really short, doesn't have the physical attributes. But Calverley just a bit loose in his passing there. Mampala finds Cole Hyde on the right hand side. Tom Priestley standing, puts the ball out, and Cole McGee. Again, new Magpie addition from Preston North End, just concedes a throw.
Yeah, he's playing that sort of the centre half, but on the left of the centre half, and Mark Ellis is on the right.
Yeah, well, listen,
is he a natural left, Pete?
I must say I haven't done my research on that one, but obviously it's a like-for-like swap for Harvey, who's on the bench, and again, comes highly rated from the Lily Whites. Paul Heckingbottom made a comment about him at the weekend, obviously after he was on the bench, saying he'll go out on loan now and have an opportunity to play elsewhere, get, senior football, and it makes sense. It's a month loan, and hopefully get a few games under his belt, a bit of experience, and we'll see what happens.
And those month loans, Pete, can they be extended at all? Or
I think they may have to be redone again. Obviously, this one is classed as a youth work experience loan, so I think it's a bit simpler than doing a loan. If you remember when we loaned, I think it was Chris Clark from Fleetwood. That was, I think it was from Burnley at the time, or Fleetwood, one or the other. That was classed as a work experience loan. They're quite easy to do in terms of the paperwork side, and don't require as much admin as.
It's a talk for experience now, Pete.
No comment. Moore picks out Eze on the turn, goes down. Looked to have been caught. Referee Lewis Dawson allows players to continue. Mampala looking to pressurise Ellis, but cool as a cucumber. It's back with Matty Irwin. So Moore does well there, beats Mampala, takes a touch. Horbury does the same, opens up his body, driving through the heart of midfield. Goes left this time, he's got Blakeman there, and he finds him. Flat to Eze. Blakeman now just taking his time. Horbury finds Nolan. Options left and right, goes back though towards Ellis, who goes for Eze on the diagonal, and the full-back completely messes that one up and leaves Eze with a chance to put the ball into the box. He does, he takes it first time, and not going to find Cole Hall with that, and goes for a second bite of the cherry, but it's out for a Farsley throw.
Yeah, as he does well there, he beats the man, but it's that sort of, the next bit after, it's the cross or the pass after that sort of attacking element where he needs to step up a little bit to get some more assists.
A couple more goals as well.
Yeah, you'd want that. In no way similar player, but like if you think of Doku for Man City, like he beat
left and right.
Big Trent beat him left and right on the weekend, but his actual crossing was terrible, if you know what I mean. So
yeah,
it's that last bit that he needs to step up on.
There's an analogy I quite like to use often, but I won't repeat it on air. It's a bit too fruity for us. I think you probably have an idea of what I'm talking about. We've probably said it many times in the car, but I can't repeat it for obvious reasons in this situation. Elsewhere, National League North, Rushall had taken the lead against Brackley, but have now been pegged back to a goal apiece at St James's Park. Elsewhere, one more goal has gone in. Kidderminster Harriers taken the lead against Kingsley in a big game for them. And I don't know if you'll have heard any of it, but Phil Brown's interview at the weekend was, well, damning to say the least. He was pretty much saying that he felt like his players wanted him to be sacked the way that they played. So talk about a reaction, and he's got one. Horbury has just...
Our sprinklers have come on for some reason, guys.
The sprinklers have come on. Oh dear.
I've never seen that before.
Oh dear.
Welcome to non-league.
Oh dear. So there'll be a stoppage in play, 21 minutes on the clock.
I think it's your job to turn them off, Pete.
Just have to wait a moment.
To be fair, the pitch needed a bit of a water. So Vermo's away to switch the tap off.
Yeah.
Down to the left. It's just those tanks, isn't it? The tanks by the nest. I think you'll switch them off there.
I'm not too sure. So there is a little stoppage in play. 22 minutes on the clock.
Pardon me, sorry. Yeah, some players taking on some water now. Not from the sprinklers, but
there we go.
the
Off.
side. Oi. Now what happens now here, Pete? Drop ball?
I don't know. There's obviously a bit of.
I think the ref's asking the liner, what do you do here? I think it's a drop ball, basically. It's like someone comes onto the pitch and that's supposed to be on the pitch. And it was in Chorley's possession at that time.
No, but I guess it just gives a minute to recharge and reset. Maybe Andy Priest get a few messages across. Staying with David Stockdale. We can confirm the sprinklers are now off and the players continue with Cole McGee, who, just watching him more, and he does look comfortable on his left foot. So
yeah.
It's interesting that though. Obviously you've got Scott Wilson left-footed, Harvey Smith left-footed, and McGee. That's 3 left-footed centre halves, and that normally comes at a premium, doesn't it?
Yeah, they're always after it. Even in the Premier League, they want that left-footed centre half. They're always be able to open the play and get a ball forward. The way people move, you think of obviously not on quality at the minute and ability at the minute and form, but Martinez for United, that left-footed centre half and can come step forward and find a pass. So it's all the way back to Irwin. Chorley had a lot of possession in the last 5 minutes.
Oh, and Will Brook comes out to head the ball.
Yeah, good diagonal ball. Well, it's actually diagonal ball, sort of a ball forward really from Jack Moore. Tom Carr runs it down. The keeper comes out and heads it out for a throw in.
There we go. We got confirmation there from presumably a relative of Cole. Lauren said he's a left-footed player, and he looks comfortable, doesn't he?
Yeah, he
listen,
looks very comfortable.
23 minutes into his debut for the Magpies, and he's done nothing wrong so far, and looked capable. Good save.
Oh, but it's
onto the rebound. Mark Ellis, was it? And the linesman flags for offside. It's a good header from Tom Carr. It was a good save from Brook as well, and Ellis of all people, Johnny on the spot for the rebound on the spill, but the flag was up, which looked at an innocuous decision.
Yeah, look, well, I think it may have been offside, but also the keeper had 2 hands on it. He sort of half spilled it and then gathered up again, and Ello came in on top of him, so it probably would have been a free kick if it wasn't offside, really. Well, again, that attacking intent from Chorley, another opportunity. Oh,
Farsley are in him. Mampala
he's wide.
has a shot. David Stockdale screaming for a corner to be given. Mampala has his head in his hands.
Yeah, it was a quick little simple ball over the top there, but Ello was very close to him really, and Mampala couldn't get the strike away really. Well, he sort of got
listen, he got his shot off, didn't he? But it was a tough one. It maybe could have crept, as it kind of crept under and nearly headed towards goal, but it was always going to be a big ask.
Yeah, it was. Goal kick to Chorley.
Carr holds up. Cole Hall does really nicely. He's just brought down. Referee Lewis Dawson plays advantage. Jack Moore goes first time. Out for a corner. Referee just going to have a word.
Floodlights are going off now. Blinking a bit.
A couple of little blinks in the floodlights. Andy Priest shakes his head. Looks a bit worried actually, Oran.
So it's an in swinger from Blakeman, left hand side, where we got the goal from in the first few minutes. He'll be looking to put it right on top of the keeper again.
So Blakeman over the right hand side, nearest to us. In it goes. It's up. Oh, it's just over everybody. It was near to Ellis and behind for a second one, adjudged to have come off a Farsley player.
I think the keeper did get a fist on it. He did better that time. He got something on it. Just got enough to knock it away from any Chorley player, but it'll be another corner coming in from the opposite side as Blakeman trots over. Obviously this will be the outswinger this time. And it's in straight to the middle.
Ellis
gathers it,
holding it, turns.
He did well, defender. He's got to win that. He does. He did well, Jack Moore there. That was a 3-on-2 break against Chorley, but he nicked in and won it. Chorley are down the left hand side. Jack Moore plays it in.
Oh!
It's Ello on the back step.
Oh! People! You thought would put it away.
You'd back him, Pete, wouldn't you? The one man that you want on the back stick to put it in.
Oh. It almost came too nicely to him, didn't it?
As one of the fans shouted, get him back at centre half. Oh, he's onside. Cole Hall's in.
Cole Hall.
Wide.
Oh, it's just inches wide. Oh, it's so close. He heads it down. He sets himself perfectly. It's so close. He deserved a goal there, Cole Hall. It was brilliant play from him.
I don't know what he did. Like, it's one of those ones where he heads the ball down and he's running onto it, so he's ahead of the defender. So all he has to do is steady himself and put it in. But I don't know if he's very left-footed, as we know. I don't know if it slightly went on his right and he tried to strike it. Try to put it in the bottom left corner with the outside of his left foot. It's wide of that post.
He was trying to place it, wasn't he?
Place it, but maybe he goes across himself rather than away. But more attacking intent from Chorley. We'll keep going. Tom Carr slightly offside there. But it's out for a Chorley throw in. Blakeman steps up. It's going to be another long throw into the box. Go back to that previous one, Pete. God, you want the one person you went on the back stick there is Mark Ellis.
Yeah, listen, it was so close. It was so close from Ellis, and then also from Hall, and could easily have been 3-0 rather than 1-0. Like he may have hit a hand there of Cole Hyde, and Mark Ellis
foul.
Wins the ball back, but judged to have fouled in the process.
Yeah, that throw in by Blakeman wasn't as long as it needed to be, so Allo could only chest it, but the defender got his body in front of him. Allo's tackle is from behind, so it's adjudged to be a free kick. So it'll be a free kick from Farsley, deep in their own half.
Hole battling away.
What a header by Mark Ellis. Wins everything in the air.
Could just do with a second though before half time though, Oran. Couldn't we just settle the nerves down a little bit?
Chorley need to smell the blood here and be going for that second and third goal.
Well, you felt like they did, didn't they, within the first 5 or 10 minutes? That you know, they were sniffing, they were really going for it, and that was where Farsley were at the most vulnerable. And again, they're not. Oh, Tom Carr's chance now to go down in on goal. Unselfishly holds it down. He's got two Farsley defenders on him. Goes round and does really well. Calverley picks out Eze left hand side.
Ooh.
Looked like it was going to be a cross, ended up being a shot. Brooks saves, and it's behind for another corner.
Be the outswinger.
It's a little bit worrying though, this Oran. This floodlight, sorry, it keeps flickering a little bit. It's not Radcliffe territory, but it is a little bit worrying.
Yeah.
Well, Blakeman, as you say, Oran with the outswinger. In it goes. It's towards the head of Calverley, who battling away. It's Harry Sheridan over towards the back post. Mark Ellis, and again he protests for another corner. Half chance there for Mark Ellis to add to his account, just wide.
Yeah, just wide of the right hand side. Maybe he should have gone across goal. Far be it for me to tell them what to do differently, but yeah, that attacking intent from the former striker, now defender. In his earlier career, Mark Ellis was a striker.
He was. Ellis, from one end to the other, wins his aerial duel there nicely as Cole Hall going to launch another attack, and it's very nearly.
Oh, well charged down by Eze.
Got to be careful, Janet. Not the most agile of players with his height and his stature.
Bambi-esque.
Maybe a little bit. If you remember the player we had on trial here, I think a couple of seasons ago, Mo Akanji, very similar to Janet in that regard. As far as they just build an attack here, and Jack Moore clears it. Farsley committed so many players forward that it's actually gone all the way to Eze. He then finds Blakeman and Cole holds offside. Inches Oran, you can see his head gesturing with your hand, but I think he was off.
Very close, yeah. It was a good run. It was kind of one where a player went to clear it but sort of missed it as well, so it goes through, if that makes sense. Which makes you think, oh, was he on, was he not? But I'm pretty much in line with it, and I think he was, yeah, about a foot off, I'd say there.
It was tough to see. Radcliffe have equalised against Peterborough Sports. Scunthorpe, meanwhile, 2 to the good against Darlington. South Shields also 2 to the good against Alfreton, who had a really torrid run of late. Billy Heath's side, and Scarborough Athletic have taken the lead away at Warrington Town. Tom Cardall. Why has he brought that back?